Hello, VC. It's Jerry with Dark Side Vinyl. I just wanted to put my entry into a contest that I saw put out by Miranda Holter. I guess that's her channel name. Easy enough. She's out in Oklahoma, I believe. And she has a contest going on dealing with the soundtrack to American Graffiti, which is a great movie. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and, stream that. Go out and get the DVD. You could probably get it for $5 now. Um, that's a classic movie. Harrison Ford. Um, it's a really good movie, and especially for music lovers, lots of good music in there, and that's what she is doing with her contest. She has some questions here. They're real simple. Well, maybe at least I thought they were. Not too bad. Anyway, first one, she wants you to give a record from an artist on the soundtrack. So I happen to have the Platters, which actually have a song on this album. It is Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. She didn't say you had to have that album or whatever, but I got lucky, and I do have it. So that's one of the songs on the soundtrack, but the Platters are also on that soundtrack. And just as a bonus, I also have another artist. It's not one of the songs, but the Beach Boys. They're also on that soundtrack. Pet Sounds. This is I believe this is my mono copy. Pretty certain. But I believe it is. I'm still not seeing it. Anyway, great album. I don't have to tell you. Obviously, you know that. And next one says a record from 1962. And she was generous. She said, or 1973, because the movie was set in 62, supposed to take place in 62, but it actually came out in 1973. So I have from 1962, Peter, Paul, and Mary. Not in the best condition, but hey, 1962. And I've had that one a while. That's good folk music. And actually, as another bonus, I have another one. Ray Charles. I've actually showed this one in another video, but this is a really good album also. Ray Charles. Country music, That's, like I said before, that's exactly who I think of. Next question, number 3. Where were you in 1962? All right, I'm older than several of the people that I follow on here, but I was still not born in 1962, a few years before my time. So that one was real easy. Now, this was the hardest question for me. Favorite song from the American Graffiti soundtrack. And I looked through this, and I mean, you could pick several songs. At least I personally, there was numerous. I went back and forth, and I just finally was like, okay, just pick one. It would probably change if you asked me in 20 minutes. I would probably pick a different one. I'm sure. So I settled on Johnny B. Good, and partly because it's just such a catchy song. You just feel like you have to get out and dance. And then of course it also comes from another one of my classic, movies, that scene in Back to the Future, which I loved. I grew up with that movie also, so kind of like had a little edge there because it's such a fantastic scene there where Marty McFly freaks everybody out playing guitar, playing rock and roll, just like he's like Eddie Van Halen or something, laying down on the stage and everything, and they're all their mouths are open. It was a hilarious scene at the time. But I digress. Okay, so she also says, if you could add, this is the last one, if you could add a song to the soundtrack, what would it be? And I thought about this one for a little while, and I wanted to go ahead and try and be accurate and not just guess, my best guess, make sure it was a song that would have been out at that time and even available. And song jumped out right away as soon as I started looking at the list of songs that would have been available to choose from. Excuse me. That is Locomotion. I mean, if you've seen the movie, even if you've seen the poster for the movie, you know it features a lot of cars. I'm thinking, come on, that's a no-brainer. I'm surprised. I actually went back and looked at the list to make sure, because I don't have the soundtrack. I went back and looked at the list to make sure it wasn't on there. I thought, surely. I don't know how that was an oversight. Maybe they just couldn't work out a deal with the artist, which was Little Eva. And so I don't know. If anybody knows, I'm interested in finding out why it wasn't on there. It just seems like a total no-brainer as to a movie in that time about cars. Why wouldn't you have one called Locomotion? And it just, so that's my choice, and those are my answers for your contest. So I enjoyed it. Enjoy watching your videos. If you haven't checked out her channel, go ahead and do that. I will try to put a link in my description so that you can just pop right over to her channel and subscribe to her. If you like what I'm doing here, give me a like, a thumbs up, give me some comments. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. Let me know what I'm doing right. But be nice, okay? Let's all be nice. Hope, love, like my shirt says, And have a great day. Keep on spinning. Keep on digging. That's what I say. Bye.